when it came down to it, we knew we had to run the ball. It didn't start off as pretty. But we ended up getting the win, and we're leaving here 9-0.
When CJ gives you guys an extra element as a rusher, as he did there in the second half, what kind of lift do you think that can give the rest of this offense?
That's huge, and that just goes back to CJ being a real leader and knowing what he needs to do in certain situations. He doesn't want to run the ball. He wants to, sling it downfield and stuff like that. But when the weather isn't permitting that, CJ is able to run and gain us a lot of yards. So just being able to do that is just a testament to his leadership and knowing what his role is.
I know you guys probably planned on coming in, maybe having a little easier time with it today, and the weather didn't allow that. Is this still another thing you file away as you won, and it's a new chance to prove a different kind of toughness? Is that, or are you guys frustrated with the way it happened?
No, I wouldn't say we came in with any expectation to beat the brakes off Northwestern. We go in and we respect our opponent week after week. We feel like we're a great team and we can run anybody out of the building, but it comes down to execution. But we knew here in Chicago it wouldn't be an easy win by any means, especially when we seen the weather report. So, just coming out here, leaving with a win is something we're very happy about.
Emeka, just to have that chance to run the ball, what was that like? A different way to kind of get involved, and then to have the touchdown that way too in the first half.
Yeah, it was exhilarating, I would say. You don't get the ball too much as a receiver out of the backfield, so just building that toolkit, so it's maybe something we can build off later on in the season is really big for us. I was really happy to score that touchdown. Amazing blocks by our lineman and Marvin on that play, so I'm just really grateful.
Do you like running the ball better now, or are you still good with catching?
No, I'm good with catching it. But I'm going to do whatever my team needs me to do.
When did you realize the wind was going to be the factor it was? Like pre-game, was there a moment where it's like, this just is not going to work?
I would say our coaches informed us about the wind like in Wednesday meetings. So we kind of seen the weather report. We knew that it was going to be storming, winding, whatever it was doing. So we kind of knew that coming in, and it exceeded my expectations a little bit. I don't know if it exceeded anybody else's, but the wind was definitely a big factor to that.
Did you guys have to change and adapt in terms of the game plan? Like you obviously knew coming in what the weather was supposed to be like, but amid the game itself, like did the play calling kind of change from what you guys expected to have to do?
There was definitely changes that were made, but that comes with any game on Saturday because your opponent throws stuff at you that you haven't worked the entire week. So just changing the things we need to be changing, just executing in ways that we needed to.
Okay, how much do you see of that from CJ in practice, the ability to run, pull on those zoom cuts?
Yeah, he doesn't do it too often in practice, just like you see on Saturdays. He doesn't do it too often, but when it's needed of him, he'll be able to do it.
Emeka, have you ever played a game like this, just much win?
No, I haven't. So it was definitely a new experience for me, learning experience for all of us.
So what's the frustration as a receiver where it's very obvious you can't throw the ball today?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little frustration to it, but you got to keep a level head and just, we're walking out of here 9-0, so we're really grateful for that. We're going to move on to next week, watch the film, and improve on the things we need to improve on.
So is there anything to the conversation other than like, I don't know, the wind took the ball?
There's a little more. It comes with eye control, Even if the wind's swirling like that, there's no excuse to drop the ball. So we feel like we got to come down with everything that comes our way.
I don't know if the one. Did the DB get it a little bit?
I'm not sure. I think he might have touched it, but I still need to come down with that 10 times out of 10. So something we're going to be working on.
How much differently would this game have played out if it wasn't in these weather conditions, do you think?
I can't really be able to say that. I feel like we have a very dangerous passing attack, but Mine Williams is going to get it done every time, and our line was rocking off the ball today, so we're happy to see that. It adds a new facet to our game.
How frustrating was it just conditions won't allow it?
Yeah, we came in with a game plan knowing that throwing was going to be tough. So, running between the tackles is something we had to take pride in this week. And we certainly did that. CJ, pulled the ball and had big runs when he needed to. So, our running game definitely stepped up, and so did mine.
How much different was the game plan today than the one that was installed on Tuesday?
We still had all our same plays in. For the most part, we added some new packages and some new running plays that we needed to. So it wasn't too different, just execution-wise. I feel like we're gonna get on the film and learn what we need to do better.
You still got a lot of plays installed on Tuesday. We're not using them.
Right. Some of the deep shots. Appreciate you guys.